G'day guys, my name's Spedswer, and welcome to the first of my checkout videos. So these will be mini review type videos in which I'll go over the basics of the game and how it works, and then you can formulate your own opinions and see if you want to have a closer look after that. So today we'll be checking out a game called Robocraft. It's a free-to-play game on Steam, and it's actually very good. There's very little in the terms of pay to win. It's essentially pay to advance faster, which I'm okay with. Obviously I prefer if the payment is only for cosmetic type items, but if it doesn't affect gameplay in any real way, apart from maybe speeding it up a bit, I don't mind too bad, especially for the price of nothing. So in this game you build your robot any way you want. If I go to my other robot here, I've got this type of helicopter thing, and there are so many different ways of building a vehicle. We've got our tech tree here, which shows you all the different items you can unlock, and in terms of movement you've got your standard sorts of wheels, you've got hover blades to hover, caterpillar tracks which allow you to go up relatively steep surfaces, aerofoils and rudders, and they allow you to obviously fly. Rotor blades allow you to fly as well, but they're slower and they have a lower height limit than the rudders and aerofoils. Then you've got walker legs, which allow you to climb vertical surfaces, and I mean that's pretty much it in terms of movement. In weapons we have your SMGs, which are relatively powerful at close range, and they do alright in medium to long range. Plasma launchers are, they're essentially the grenade launchers in this game. They've got an arc in how they fire, and they explode and do an AoE damage. Rail cannons are your sniper rifles. They do high damage to a single point, and basically blow off a huge amount of cubes from there. Your nanotech disruptors are your healers, and your Tesla blades are essentially your melee attack. And then you've got all your different types of armor here, which, they just cost a bit more, weigh a bit more, and have more armor on them. And then you have your shields, which obviously take a certain an amount of damage, and then may, if they don't get destroyed, they can recharge over time. Once you complete a match, if you look at the top of my screen, you'll see you have 5 stars. I have 35 stars, and I have 362 of this RP currency. So your stars are at here. This is the amount of stars I have. And if I go back into the actual hangar here, down the bottom of my screen is the different tier levels. As you put more items and weapons and stuff like that on your vehicle, you advance further through the tiers. So if I come back into the tech tree, each of these is unlocked with a different tier. So the further out from the center you go, you need higher and higher tier level tech points to actually unlock them. And this RP you also earn from doing fights, and that's what you use to actually buy the cubes you need. So everything here has a cost, like that's 7,019, this is 4,062. You've got all your different weapons as well, all cost things, 9,900. You've got your different things here, radar jammers, that sort of stuff. And then cosmetic things, and this one here, the RoboShop. These you need this premium currency for. These are basically the only thing you need to actually pay for to get. But it doesn't really matter so much. I've never bought one, and I haven't really seen any need to. So if we head into a battle here, so under this battle tab, you can either battle online, which is your standard mode, where it's essentially capture the point or last team standing. Then you got your practice to make sure your vehicle actually moves the way it should, doesn't flip over randomly. And challenging I can't actually do yet. So if we go into Battle Online, it should hopefully team us up with a group of people. Oh, look at that. We've actually got one of these challenge modes. So it's a set of 4 opponents, or 4 high-level opponents, versus 12 low-level opponents. This is actually a little bit interesting, and should be a bit of fun if we can actually do well. Most of the time, I'm sort of about half-half on winning and losing this. But on the side, you've got your different icons that display, you know, how many of a type of vehicle are on your team, whether they fly, whether they don't. And we'll have a bit of a look. That's a capture point, but it's disabled for the challenge. The challenge mode is only last team standing. And obviously the... Oh, already found one. And obviously the high level guys are going to be really hard to actually beat. So let's see if we can get a couple of shots off on these guys. Nope. So the way it works is you can have up to 6 weapons on your vehicle that will fire at once. Or in terms of the railguns, will charge up 6 shots to actually use. The railguns work a little bit different. Let's see if I can knock a couple of these off. No. There we go. And as you'll see, it slowly charges up, and then once it hits the top, it then fills up all the shots I can take, and will then allow me there we go, and will then allow me to take that many shots. The only issue is, oh god, that hit hard. The only issue is that now that I've only got 2 guns, I can only take 2 shots. Oh, good. Oh, healer didn't heal me. It gives you a bit of a kill cam of the person who killed you. And then it swaps back to your team. You can cycle through your team to see how everyone's doing. He's got a really small craft. We are actually going to win this, which is good. There we go. So I should get a fair few points for that. And here we are. It tells you how much damage you've dealt, how much damage you dealt in protection of someone else, your kills, assists, that, you know, that's standard sort of stuff. How many tech tokens I earned. So I didn't earn very many because, well, I wasn't alive at the end is the main thing. And this one here is my RP. So this 3000 is essentially a third of a new weapon. And, ooh, there we go. Heroic efforts help my team to victory. So if you do well, you get that. So this is also what I mean by it's pay to go quickly. All of your stuff is doubled if you have a premium account, or premium time rather. And everyone else in the game with you gets 5% extra per premium user in there. So it does kind of help everyone, which is nice. And you also get this 2 times first victory bonus. So if you win the round and you're alive at the end, you get double the points, which is really nice. But that's pretty much a quick overview of the game. I'm really enjoying it. I find it a lot of fun. It can get a bit stale, given that there is only 1 game mode, or only 2 game modes, being, as I said, the point capture one, which works just like that, except there's 12 robots on the other team as well. And, I mean, yeah, it's good fun. You can build lots of different designs. It's so much fun to see what ridiculous designs different people come up with. If you liked my first episode of Checkout, then leave a like below. And if you want to keep up with whatever games I decide to check out or play in the future, whack the subscribe button for me. I'll see you guys next time.